In this recording, I want to talk about Elijah. A lot of churches talk about Elijah, about the miracle on Mount Carmel. But I'm not here to talk about that one-time event. There's one thing about Elijah that those pagan churches don't highlight. And it's a quite obvious one. It's an elephant in the room that they won't mention. Elijah shut down the whole economy of the kingdom of Israel. How did he do it? By causing no rain to fall on the land. Look at this. Elijah took an initiative as a blessed human being to shut down the wickedness in the country of Israel. And he did it by shutting down the economy. Because Elijah knew that as long as the economy was running, the wickedness would continue. Elijah openly declared that the economy would be shut down unless he determined otherwise. Look at this. God did not send him to do that. Nowhere is it written that God made him do this. Elijah, as a believer, realized that repercussions must be enforced against the wicked, and he enforced a repercussion. He did not ask permission from the Most High, nor did he consider the free will of the evildoers. He enforced a repercussion on them. And it's when God told him to take it easy that he took it easy and the rain came back again. So God had to slow Elijah down because Elijah was on fire. Elijah was thinking, hold on a minute, this is not going to continue like this. So Elijah took action and the Most High supported it. And the Most High even redirected Elijah's action to bring back rain to glorify himself. So the Most High had to slow down Elijah, even though the Most High supported what Elijah was doing. Why is this fact not mentioned about Elijah? How many believers are like Elijah, decreeing and declaring against the wicked and the wickedness in the land? If we would be doing that more often, you would experience a lot of wickedness being shut down. We would. And here's the thing. What if this whole coronavirus outbreak is really the black magic and witchcraft of the world against us backfiring on them? In this way. You know how many pagans had plans for 2020 and this new decade, and suddenly it all crashed right in front of them? All the rituals they've done, all for nothing? Paganism received a slap in the face this year. And those pagan businessmen and those Apollonians don't know what to do about it. They pretend to be in control, but they're not. Believers, realize that your prayers have impact. Me, just like Elijah, I enforce repercussions. I enforce plagues. Yes, I enforce plagues and hauntings on the wicked. I do that. I don't care about their will or what they want because privacy does not exist. Privacy is a mental thing we made up ourselves. No human being nor angelic being has privacy. It's not real. So I don't care about what they want or don't want. If you are wicked and you're spreading filth in the earth, you must be stopped. And you will be stopped, whether you want it or not. And you will comply with justice willingly or out of necessity. Whether you'll benefit from it by repenting or it will be at your expense because you have to. Doesn't matter. You will comply with justice because justice will happen. That's how believers ought to be. But a lot of believers today are like gentlemen. They never want to force anyone to do anything. I'm sorry. When was the last time the world asked you if you wanted to be trapped in a 9-to-5 or if you wanted to be trapped to pay taxes and if you wanted to be part of this satanic system that drains you? Did they ask your permission to enforce this on you? No. They just put it on you and they threaten you that if you don't get along with it, you'll die because you won't have a job, you won't be able to buy food, and they blackmail and traumatize you to get along with it. That's what the world does. But they tell you, don't force anyone to do anything. Oh, so they're allowed to rape you and scam you, but you're not allowed to force anything good? What? Listen, Elijah was a believer that took initiative, and the Most High backed him up. There were more prophets like Elijah took initiative, but I mention Elijah now because Elijah took one big initiative. He shut down the whole national economy of the kingdom of Israel. He did. He brought the Israelite nation to their knees. Now, he did not do that because he wanted honor for himself. He did it because he was concerned with the well-being of believers. How many of us do this? Listen to me, believer, who's listening to this. The wickedness that goes on around you, as well as those strongholds that are haunting you and undermining you, you need to shut them down. And there's one thing I'm about to say now that some of you may take the wrong way. I don't care how you take it. This needs to be said. Some of the people you have around you in your life are only at ease because you're undermined. The moment you prosper, they are in pain because they're self-destructive. They don't want to face this. So their relief comes from undermining you. The moment they can't undermine you anymore, they become upset and they'll experience their misery for what it really is. So for you to be blessed and prosperous, some people need to be disappointed. Some people need to be upset. And some people, by their own negativity, have to be miserable. Not because you being blessed requires it, it's because that's the condition they put on it. They have this over my dead body attitude towards you, that you have to be undermined, just like they're undermined. So, learn from the prophet Elijah that you need to shut things down spiritually. Don't shut things down physically because that's not possible for you to do. It's not. Do it from a spiritual point of view. And when you spiritually shut things down, you'll see it manifest in the material. And then people are going to think, what happened here? And when they figure out it's your prayers that did it, they'll be frightened thinking, this man or this woman caused this? Yes, as believers, we can have direct, deep impact around us. It's time for believers to learn from those that came before us. Be at peace.